To everyone who regularly watches our videos, and to those of you who've just discovered our channel, hello there and welcome. I'm Stephen and this is Inaka Vibes. In 2023 our family moved to the remote Japanese countryside, and this is where we share moments from our everyday life here. If you enjoy the video, give us a like and subscribe if you wish. We appreciate all the support. Spring has truly arrived on this southern Japanese island. Mornings are filled with the sounds of nature. And the summer vegetables we started in small pots are getting bigger day by day. This year we also tried something new by planting okra seeds directly into the soil. They've already started to sprout, so that's a good sign. Although it looks like a few of them have been nibbled. Apparently we're not the only ones looking forward to okra this year. Regular viewers may remember the banana plant we showed last year. The largest shoot didn't survive the winter, but a smaller baby plant beside it did. We moved it to a spot a little more sheltered from those cold winter winds. And this year it managed to make it through. You never know, maybe this will finally be the summer we get to taste our first homegrown bananas. And something else surprised us. One of our aubergine plants actually survived the winter. This island is warmer than mainland Japan, but perhaps this winter was slightly milder than usual. Even the green peppers have made it through the colder months. After a bit of pruning, we're hoping they'll produce more goodies again this season. Our asparagus has now entered its second year. We probably won't harvest any until next year, but it's nice to see it slowly getting established. And we're excited to see what this growing season brings.
What's that?
Asparagus.
Oh, asparagus.
This time of year also means various wildlife are becoming more active again. Our Japanese honeybees have been flying around much more lately. But it's also the time when queen hornets begin searching for places to build their nests. We've decided to set up a few traps around the property. We had quite a close encounter with them last year, which wasn't the most comfortable thing to deal with. And since we keep honeybees here now, I guess there's a decent chance they'll return. But at the very least, we'd rather they didn't build nests near our home. This is also the time when the honeybees begin to swarm. That's when a new queen is born, so the old one leaves the hive with part of the colony to start a new home. Last year, my wife Yumi actually built a few extra hive boxes. So before the swarming season begins, she thought it would be a good idea to tidy them up a little. We have a spot picked out at the back of the house for it. But first, some yard work in the form of bamboo removal is seriously required. Opening up the space should make it much easier to place the hive. Plus, some of the cut bamboo will come in handy as support stakes for our summer vegetables. Warm, but with minimal humidity and mosquitoes around, this really is the perfect time of the year for jobs like this. So after a good dose of clearing, Yumi rearranges the hive boxes in the newly opened space. To help attract the bees, she rubs a little beeswax inside the boxes. Now all we can do is wait and hope a wandering swarm decides to move in. This house was built more than 60 years ago. It collapsed. I think it's like a collapsed shed. I know it still looks like a bit of a jungle, but when we first arrived here 3 years ago, it was completely overgrown. Oh, that's the jungle, eh? We don't know the full history of the place. But here in the backyard, there are traces of what was probably some kind of shed or small storage building. At some point it's collapsed, but we can still spot things buried like old pots, what looks like a refrigerator, barrels and other forgotten items. Perhaps many years ago this area was much more open and well cared for. Interesting to imagine what it might have looked like back then. Right next to our house there is also a dilapidated building. It seems that relatives of the former owners once lived there. A few days ago we heard a loud crashing sound. I guess it was another part of the structure caving in. After winter is a easy time to do it because the jungle hasn't overgrown yet. So it'll slowly just cave in on itself, really. Yeah, it's gotten worse. It's gotten worse. No. Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. In 3 years, yeah, it has. It's collapsed quite a lot. No. And every now and then we hear something else collapsing and falling in. Yeah. Sad state of an abandoned property. Since it's been abandoned for decades, the decay just gets worse and worse. A little sad, almost eerie seeing a house left behind like this. Reminds you that every place once held people, stories, and everyday life. And there you go. Another bamboo field. Anyway, it turned into a beautiful evening again.
いいんじゃん。それ
Fish from the farm. Nice. And of course, we decided to use it straight away for dinner, okonomiyaki. Yumi first mixes grated yam, flour, dashi broth and some eggs. Then adds the freshly chopped cabbage, some pickled ginger and tempura flakes. A quick mix and into the pan it goes. Simple food, but some are always tastier when the main ingredient comes straight from your own farm. Thanks for spending a little time with us here in the countryside today. Things are slowly waking up on our little island. How is spring where you live? Or the start of autumn if you're in the southern hemisphere like my family in South Africa?
Very good.
Let us know in the comments. We always enjoy hearing from you. Don't forget to subscribe and give us a like if you wish. It really helps our small channel grow. And we'll see you in the next one.